Hi everybody, I'm Anayansi, the creator behind ArtWithMore, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful envelope in this DIY kit. It will be great for a gift or for selling. So if you're interested, just stay tuned. For this project, you are going to need two 12 by 12. One is going to be for the envelope, and the other one we are going to make the kit to put inside the envelope. So I chose this paper, English Garden. Is a premium stack and it's double-sided. You don't have to have it double-sided, but I choose to use this one. So let's choose the one that we are going to use. I think for the envelope, I'm going to use this one. And for the kit, or the DIY kit, I'm going to use, let's see, what do you think about this one? I don't know if you can see it in camera. It's a beautiful gold. And it has some hearts, but I don't think it matters because it's everywhere. You know, see the direction of the hearts, so it's good. And the flowers, you can see it like this and like this. So this too will work really good. So this one, when you have paper that have the hole here, you have to cut this part because they're not 12 by 12 until you cut this edge here. So that's what we're going to do. You can use a guillotine or you can use a scissor. And don't throw away this, because with this I'm going to show you something that I make very quick. Give me a second. I make something like this. This is a regular composition notebook. I don't know if you can see here, but I cut the front, like I cut it, and then I wave the paper. If you want a tutorial of this, let me know and I will be very glad to share with you. It's really easy and you use all this leftovers. Now we're going to choose which one is going to be the envelope. I think because the envelope is going to be like this, I think I'm going to choose the color. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to choose this part to be the flips of the envelope. So of course the first thing I do is corner the edges. You know that I love to corner edges. I forgot to mention that for closing I use this, which is the fastener dots. I found this in Dollar Tree. This is what I use to close the envelope. However, you can use a button or anything else that you think is gonna work for closing. Now we're gonna do the envelope. So the first thing we're gonna do is to fold this. You're gonna position it in a diamond form. And the idea is to just make an envelope. So you go for the middle. Depends on the size that you want. I want a little bit wide, so I am going to kind of do it here. If you're a perfectionist, you can measure, but I'm not gonna measure that much. I'm just gonna try my best to fold it wide and see if it works. I think it's gonna work. Anyway, here we're gonna score. So this flap folds better. Or maybe this one. No, I think this one. Okay. And then this one we fold it to the top, and there you have your envelope. So I'm trying to guide myself with this line. This one here. That's why I always use mats. And you can make it as wide as you want. How you make it wide is this. You put it smaller like this. See? But anyway, let's make this one and see what happens. So try to be aligned here, so at least something is kind of Right. I cannot find my words today, so I apologize. I don't know what's going on. All right, so this is your envelope. You can leave it like this, you can fold it, or you can cut it. What I do in this case, I am going to, let's see, I'm going to fold it. So now you score. And I'm scoring just because at least I want the flap to be straight. And I'm going to try to put this here. Yeah. Okay. And let me use my little tool. This tool, I found it in Dollar Tree. But you can find it in Amazon or in anywhere. This one has a thicker point, and a thinner point. All right, so let's do this. Again, this is not going to be perfect, but I am going to fold it. So another thing that I want to mention is that I folded a little bit inside here. You see that? I don't score here. I score a little bit in the inside. So I kind of folds like this. See that? Because I want an envelope. So I hope that makes sense today. I don't know if I'm tired. I don't know what it is, but anyway, let's make it. Let's do it. This helps my brain. Okay. So now that it's scored, I guess you can see it here. And then I'm going to fold. And we have our envelope. So the idea is to put the kit inside here. Score this part here. For that part, I found this in Dollar Tree as well. So, all right. So again, you put it, you align it to kind of have some guide to fold. There we go. They're scored, and then I fold this. All right, that's good. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to glue a little bit here, 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 and here. Okay. Now that it's glued, you're going to put the fastener, so you close it. So how I measure the fastener for the clothing is the closure, sorry, is so you have this part here and this one here. I cut it and I put this together first. Okay, I cut this little piece here, and then I put just one where I want it. And of course, I don't trust the glue of this, so I put a little tiny bit of glue over it. So here I'm going to put it where I want it. I think I want it here because I wanted people to be able to grab it and open it. And then what I do is that I take the little plastic, and from here I put a little bit of glue. And I close it where I want it. So with this tip, you make sure that it's straight. Normally put something heavy and wait for it to dry a little bit or cure a little bit. And as you can see, I'm leaving a little bit of space because remember that we're going to put journals, and we're going to put a notebook, journal, so we're going to put items inside. So I want it a little bit loose like this. See that? So here you have your envelope. Of course, you can decor the envelope. I always ink the edges and all that, but I wanted to make it simple today. But you can go very creative with this. Remember, this is the presentation of your gift or if you're selling the kit. So this is like the masterpiece. All right. So let's make the the kit, the DIY kit journal with the other 12 by 12. You know that normally I don't give measurements, but for this kit, I'm going to give you some measurements. If you want to follow it, fine. If not, you can make your own. Okay, so here we go. So let's assume that this, please don't laugh at my drawing. Let's assume that this is a 12 by 12, which is not. This is a 8.5 by 11, but let's assume. So our first measurement is going to be from the top to the bottom, and this is going to be 5.5 inches. Okay, let's say that 5.5 inches is somewhere, I don't know, here. Let's say that is here. Then we're going to measure. So this is going to be our first cut, but then we're going to measure from here, from the left to the right. We are going to measure 8.5 inches. And let's say that is here. Don't go all the way down because here is going to be another measurements. And here is going to be 9.5 inches from left to right. So let's say they're probably going to be somewhere here. So of course you're going to have this piece left, okay? So I'm going to explain to you. So the first part, this is going to be the main journal. This is going to be the notebook. This part here is going to be the pocket that we're going to use, and this is going to be the tag. It's going to be the notebook or mini journal, whatever you're going to call it. This one is going to be the main journal. This part here is going to be the pocket. And this is going to be the tag. So let's do that just to follow. All right, so the first measurement that I need is 5.5, okay? So I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to measure 5.5. I'm going to make a little dot. I have one here, here, and let's say somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to make the line just because I want to make sure that you can see it. Maybe this one was not the best paper to show you, but it's okay. All right, so from here to here, we have 5. So this is going to be our height of the journal. Now we need to know until when is going to be the cover of our main journal. So we are going to measure from left to right 8.5. So let's do that now. Here we go, and 8.5 is here. 8.5 and 8.5. Trace the line of the 8.5. All right, so let's see if we can. I don't know if you can see the line here, this one and this one. So this is going to be our main journal that we're going to fold. This is going to be the notebook that we're going to fold it like this. I'm going to show you. So now we're going to measure this part here. So this part is 9.5. And we're going to measure it because we need to know the size of the tag. And that's why I'm telling you that you can measure or you can redesign this DIY journal kit as you wish. So right now I'm going to measure from here to here, 9.5. Here we go. And 9.5 and 9.5. All right. I'm going to trace my line from this part here, not from here, from here. And there we have the tag. Okay. So now we're going to cut. The first cut that you're going to make is this one. Okay, so let's cut. So the first cut is this line here, which is the upper part of all the measurement that you made. All right, see that? So this here is going to be your main journal and the notebook. Let's cut the notebook. There we go. So this one is going to be fold like this, and this one is going to be fold like this. I want my front to be this, but I thought in camera this is going to be too difficult. So this is going to, let's cut all the pieces first. So this is my main journal and this is a notebook. Okay, let me put it here. And then from this side, we are going to cut just this part here, which is the tag or bookmark, whatever you want it to be. All right. This is the pocket and this is going to be the tag. We're going to put it aside 1 second because I want to work with you this. So this is the main journal. As I said, I want this to be my front. So I'm going to corner my my edges because I really like it. I'm not going to spend time on inking the whole paper, but you can do it. Actually, it looks pretty when you ink. All right, so we have our two first pieces. So this is going to be the main journal. You fold it. And this is going to be your notebook. Actually, you can make a combination. Maybe we should make a combination. This one should be fold like this. All right, so here you have your journal and your notebook. So now we're going to work with the pocket. So this is your pocket. I am going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to use this part here. I like it. Okay, so first, of course, I round the edges. All right, so because this is going to be a pocket, you can do, you have different ways to make it a pocket. You just have to make a round part here, or you can do something more deep like a V. Or you can even use it like this. It's up to you. If you want the pocket like this, we can open a hole here. If you have a circular punch, you just, you know, use it here. Let's see. See? And you have a pocket. Or you can do it vertical and you just open your pocket here. So normally I would do it like this, but now that I'm talking about the pocket, like horizontal, I'm gonna do it like that. So I'm going to make the semicircle here. And there we have the pocket. So the idea, of course, is to glue this, and we have our ephemera pocket or even a journal pocket. Now that I'm looking at it, they can just put their journal here. All right, and the tag is just, you know, a regular tag. What I do is that I take another piece of, we're going to use another piece of cardboard or cardstock, and I make a sleeve for this book. I have this left over. So the tag, if we're going to use it like this, the idea is to make a pocket. So I'm just putting where I want the tag. So the back part is our sleeve. Okay, so of course it has to be a little bit bigger than the tag. I think I'm going to do it here. I'm just going to trace a line, and then I'm going to go a little bit up. I'm not giving you measurement of this because this is up to you. It's the design that you want to do. And then we're going to have another one on top of this, so it's like a little sleeve. All right, so here you have this. See, you're going to have space to put it. So now we need another part here. Here you can do it with plastic and just use your sewing machine. Like for example, I'm going to show you. Not the plastic after you use the stickers from Dollar Tree. You can use them, and you can make a little pocket, and you use your sewing machine. If you don't have a if you don't have a sewing machine, you can glue it and then put a washi tape. But I think I'm going to use this. What do you think? I think it's cute, so I'm going to use it like that. You see that? Yeah. Of course, I couldn't contain myself, and I use my sewing machine everywhere. But anyway, this is the tag. Remember that I told you to use the plastic. So what I do is I make it double so it's more resistant. And I use my sewing machine, and I use my sewing machine here just to give a little decor. And remember the little piece that we took out from this pocket? I use it here for a little, I don't know, a little decor. So here you have your tag. Of course, I have to decorate all this. I think I'm going to put stickers or something. So here you have your notebook, which is very cute. Look at the size. This is the main journal. And this is the pocket. So here is the, your DIY journal kit. So the question, why the envelope? Well, the envelope is, first of all, to present it, which you can put it like this. In my case, that I have a market every weekend, I present it like this, or maybe I'm going to do something like this, because you can put the notebook in vertical or horizontal. So maybe this one I do it horizontal, and I just do it like this. So boop, you put it like that. And then when you give it to your customer or your friend or whoever you're going to give it, you put your one of the journals here, the pocket here, your tag, and your mini journal or notebook. You close it, and voila, and you have a beautiful gift. So now the fun part start, which is, of course, making your signature. This is a one signature journal. You can be creative, put pockets here too. You're gonna, normally what I put here is all leftovers paper. I just put it inside, I cut it, and I start decorating. So I think I'm going to do all that and then show you the final results. But this is very easy way to make a gorgeous journal kit for birthdays, Christmas, or even selling, or even Happy Mail. So let me decorate all this, and I'm going to show you the final results. Here you have the final project with decoration. Here you have the envelope. I did ink the corners, put some stickers. Here you open it and you put everything inside. Here as well you can put something to, from, or So here's the envelope. This is the main journal. So some stickers and a little coin pocket here. And you can add some paper, and there's some pages to write. Then you have the notebook. I add this little beads, and great things takes time. Another little coin envelope. This coin envelopes, by the way, they're very nice because you can use it as pocket. They're cute. Then you have the tag or bookmark. So I put a little sticker here, and then I put a sticker here. I add a little lace to, some washi tape in the back and here. So it looks cute. And this is the pocket where you can put some ephemeras. I have some paper, stickers, and good stuff. So at the end, how it's going to look, for example, if you're presenting it in your booth, right? You could put your main journal here. Oops. Yeah, just make sure that, because I have pop-up stickers, that they don't get stick on that. You have that here. Then you have here, and then you have your little notebook here. So here you can put it, you know, in a stand or something. And if you're going to give it as a gift, so we put this here. Yep, that's good. We put the journal very carefully. We put the mini journal or the notebook on the other side. I'm just trying to be careful with the stickers. You put the tag in the back. And you close your envelope. And there you have it. It's a beautiful gift. Well, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe. There are more tutorials to come. I hope you enjoyed this very nice, practical, and unique paper craft. And see you in the next video. Bye.